Hello, everyone. It's Red with RedDragonLeo.com. It is January 25th, 2016. Been a while since I did a post. You know, I've kind of cut back to doing them to maybe once every month or two, whenever I feel like it, because they are long posts. And I went to a format of simply doing chart updates every day. So if you've been following me on my Twitter feed or on my Facebook feed, you'll know that I do charts every day, just like the one right here on the right in this post. It says Red's daily updates. Here's my charts. Now, before we get to this post and I talk to you about what's going on right here, there are a few things I want to go over. One, I have a fake print telling probably where the low is going to be in the stock market. And two, I'm not posting it public. Sorry. But I will share it with you. Here's the situation. What I am looking for is people to come join my chat room. It's brand new. I've redid the site, as you can see. It's taken me quite a while to get around to doing this in my spare time. So it is a brand new theme, and I'm doing a free private chat room for now. It may last a month, 2 months, and at some point, if you're in there before everyone else, and you stay in there, you're a contributor in there, then you'll get a special discount, something to be very, very affordable for you before I take it private and paid. Right now, it's private and free. So I do expect you to join and contribute. You've been long-time followers of the site. You know that it's always been stock market trading on the dark side, and those long posts are just that, dark side posts that talk about codes and rituals and legatas and reptilians and Illuminati and all that crap, as you know. I'm trying to lighten it up a little bit, and I still will do these posts, these long posts, drawn out for a month or two. Every month or two I'll try to do them. But I would like to see you join the chat room. So if you go to here, you're going to see membership options. You won't see chat room or login page when you first go to this right here where this pull down is. But once you go to the membership options and set up your account, then you will see the chat room and login options or login page options available once you have become a free member. So you just simply click on the join now, and it will take you to a page where you can fill out all your information. Username can't be changed once you set it up. Email address, first name, last name. This cell phone's optional, but I do suggest you put it in there. I'm not going to call you, folks. Don't worry. I'm not going to say your number out to people. Don't do that. But it's good to have if I ever, take this site really seriously and start doing text alerts to people. That might come in the future. I don't know. But, it's there if you want to put it in there. If you don't. Now, once you sign up, you get an email. Once you get the email, it'll take you to a page. You click on the link in the email, and you will create a new password. And it can be a strong password, medium password, or weak password, whatever. You'll get a password. Use the new password. Log in. Once you log in, you'll see these options here. And you will basically, if you want to change it at some point in the future, you can click on the login welcome page, and that will give you the option to change any of the information except the username. So you can change your first name, last name, your display name in the chat room. You can enter your cell phone if you want, your new password, or password, etc. You can change that if you want. And once you're all done with that, come join me in the chat room. I just installed this today, January 25th, 2016. It's brand new. There's no one in the room except me right now. But it is pretty cool. There's a lot of features to it. Let's see. Up here in the top right, you can click on this. It will pop out into a pop out. And then, now why does it not show me in here? I'm surprised it's not showing me in here. But I know I'm logged in, so that's really weird. It should show me here. I click here, and it does show me here on the side. And if I click here, it'll do a pop out, and you can see me right here if you want to move it around and do other stuff. As far as other stuff, you can, if you don't have an avatar showing up, you can click here and sign one and create one, a gravatar here with WordPress, and it will go to all the WordPress sites. So you get a cool gravatar. It's a good idea to do that. And if you like emotions, you can click here on this, and all of these cool emotions will work in that particular room. There are some that are already there, and those ones that are already there are right here. Okay? So I do expect you to join. Once you join, I will give you the fake print. Okay. The other thing here is the social wall. I've been following other people to keep up to date with some really good traders, as we know, like Mr. Topstep and let's see, Mr. Topstep, Oscar Calboni, as you know. There's a lot of good ones here. This is there's Oscar's latest video. On the right here are YouTube videos. On the left here are Twitter followers I like to follow that are good. And I can, certainly add others here. If you like one, there's Mr. Topstep's latest. I like to watch these late in the evening after the market has closed. Especially like to check out the Option Monster. You can click on it. It does a little light box effect. And you can play it. And then over to the right and the left, you've got little arrows to point. You can click and go to the next one and the next one. It's pretty cool. And up in the top right, there is an X. You can't hardly see that X, but it's up in the top right. You click on it, and you close out that window. I'll try to see if I can't figure out a way to change the color of that X if possible. Same thing here for the Twitter. Click on the Twitter, and it does the same thing. You can just click on the arrow here and just go through all the Twitter feeds of just the people you follow. I mean, you can do this on Twitter too, but I just found that I liked it. I thought it was a cool little thing. And I've got a Twitter wall only and a YouTube wall only as well. And then the other thing here, so I'm just showing you here, just the YouTube wall only. Very cool. You can see. Okay, check it out your own time. Now, by post here, I've got two categories for my own post. I've got Leo's Den, which are all the old posts that I'm doing, like right now. These long posts where I do a long update is to basically the dark side stuff, what I see coming in the market. And then I've got my daily updates, which you can obviously click on and see my charts that I also put out on Twitter as well. So that's that. I also have, when I crossed this out up here and said light side, because I'm putting some other stuff here, just related news that is out there that you can find pretty much on various sites. I pull the feeds in, and I only post the ones that I think are interesting, that might have some value, etc. If they don't, I don't even bother. I just, if I don't think they're interesting, I just skip them. There's the home page, as you can see. There's my daily updates. And here's the latest post. And then over here, this fan thing doesn't work. I actually do have more than 0 fans. I can't get that to work for whatever reason. Don't worry about it. But you can scroll through here. I've got some of the Twitter feeds here and some of the YouTube feeds here, etc. So that's it. I hope you like the new site. And most importantly, folks, I hope you, it normally works, I hope you join me in the chat room. This has been something I probably should have done a long time ago, but technology-wise, I didn't have the plugins to do it back then. So do take the time, folks. Join me. I'll give you the fake print that I think we're going to hit in late 2016 or early 2017. Now let's get to the post. Okay, we can see a 50% crash in the stock market. You know, some people say as much as 80%, but we're just going to go with this for now. And we're going to do some dark side stuff because that's what the site's about. Movies. As you know, I called the stock market crash of August 24th last year, 2015, based upon both technical analysis, but it was really confirmed once I seen the movie Lucy and Her Passport. So you scroll on down here, Her Passport says August 24th, 2015. They told you the date that the market's going to crash. I already did the wave counts going into that. It looked like we were getting ready to have a primary wave 4 down, which is a big wave. just like in the one in 2011. We had that big move down and bottomed there for that one, which was at a ritual number. If you remember, that was like what was it, like 1074? I think was the low on the S&P at that time. So 7 plus 4 is, of course, 11, and then you got the 1 and the 0. So you have 1, 1, 1 if you drop the 0. It was like they're telling you it's a ritual there that it was going to be a low. And then they had the primary wave 3 up, which lasted like 4 years, and then we crashed for primary wave 4 in this Lucy event, which I actually did some charts here, posting that, some updates where I compared it. I did a chart. Now, I don't think I've got it posted here. I didn't repost it here, but I do have a chart showing almost 2 months in advance where I did an update comparing the 2011 primary wave 2 to what I was expecting for primary wave 4. I crashed way down, and I pinpointed it and told everybody about 2 months in advance. It was all, again, because of the code that I have right here. So anyway, this movie here coming out January 22nd, The Fifth Wave. This movie, The Fifth Wave, is coming out January 22nd, which means it's already out. So I know there's going to be code in it. The Fifth Wave. What the heck are they talking about? I don't know. Are they talking about the fifth wave, an Elliott wave term? I doubt it. I don't think that's going to be the case. But they're talking about something. There should be some coded information in that. So I need you to watch it. I need all Red Dragon Leo followers to watch it. And see if you can find something in it. Will there be another passport scene in it? I doubt it. I mean, they did that twice, but there'll be some coded information in it for sure. So definitely watch it and get with me on this particular post. Comment at the bottom with the discuss comments, which are still available, and let me know if you see anything in it. Anyway, let's moving on. Okay, The Matrix, as you already know, I've went over this many times, but if you're new to watching this, The Matrix, September 11th, 2001, they foretold it 2 years, 5 months in advance that they were going to blow up the Twin Towers, and that was the date. For the Lucy movie, it happened much faster. They did the Lucy movie out on July the 31st, 2014, just 13 months before the crash. So it seems to be like they're speeding things up. So, I did some speculation on this. Since they're speeding things up, that maybe let's try to look at the correlation, between these movies. There's 389 days left, or there was 389 days basically from the Lucy movie being released to the actual crash, and then there was 895 days for the Matrix movie. Okay, so if you just did calculations and added those to July the 22nd, just for speculation, it would put you out to February 14th, 2017 if it followed the 389 days like the Lucy movie. If they gave you a year or 13 months, a year and a month in advance. If they gave you 895 days like the Matrix, or a year, 2 years and 5 months, it would actually put you out to July 5th, 2018. But I don't think that it's going to be that easy. I don't think they're going to match those numbers up. I believe the code will be in the movie. So we'll have to watch the movie to try to catch the code, and it'll give you the date somehow or other. So, the other thing was I wanted to point out was I find it strange that July 5th, 2018 puts us into 2018, and I found this old cover. Someone actually emailed this to me from 1988, showing the Economist magazine, and they show 2018 on it, 30 years in advance. They show that there's going to be a new world currency. So maybe the fifth wave, maybe it relates to the dollar collapsing down or something. I don't know what it relates to. It could relate to that in a new world order currency that may be coming in 2018. So there's lots of speculations on that. I just wanted to put that out there. But the time between the movie releases, I wanted to figure this out as well. If everything's speeding up, I said, how many days, how much faster did it go, the 895 days versus the 389 days from the Matrix being released to the actual event, and the Lucy being released to the actual event there, the crash. And Lucy, basically, that was sped up. It was only 43.46% of the same length of time as the Matrix. So I said, well, what if I take 43.4% of 389 days to see if it's sped up again? I'd get 169 days this time. In other words, each time they're speeding up. Well, 169 days actually puts you out to July the 9th, 2016. So let's look in that movie to see if there's anything that points to July 9th, 2016. Anything. Now, again, I'm just speculating here. I have no idea. Maybe it's off by a day or two. And that would be using this January 22nd release. I am expecting a high between May and August of this year. And then the crash wave should start. So there's definitely coded stuff in here. And so this is still a post about the dark side, guys. And the next movie I want to talk to is called Monster Movie. It comes out in May of this year, which I think there's a top coming in May or May to August, somewhere in that area again. And this one basically talks about Jim Cramer, you asked me, how somebody doesn't like the fact that he's telling you to buy at the top and sell at the bottom, and you always lose your money when you listen to Jim Cramer. So they did a movie basically about it and have George Clooney and Julia Roberts in it, and it looks to me like it's another movie that's going to have some code in it. You've got the one eye here, like the Illuminati, and it's a green eye, looks like a monster, green monster, like a reptilian, which a lot of the Illuminati are reptilians, shapeshifters and stuff. So it also could be the dollar bill as well. An eye on the dollar bill, and it's green. But it does sound a lot like Jim Cramer, so it wouldn't bother me one bit if they actually took Jim Cramer for hostage and nobody rescued him. It'd be great. Anyway, so watch that movie as well when it comes out in May, folks. There could be lots of clues in it as well. If the crash happens later this year and into 2017 and everything is sped up, literally you won't have a whole lot of time in watching that movie before it actually happens. The event actually happens. So now let's look at the charts from a technical point of view, because we do all of this. Actually, we not only look at the let's look at the charts here. I'm going to pull it up right here and just kind of go full screen on it right here. From the chart perspective, there's absolutely no way that I can see anything bullish in this. This looks just like the 2007 or 2000 and 2007 tops and the crash that happened after. And first thing you'll notice right off the bat, when you look up here at these moving averages, a blue and red line, you will see that they are setting a 20, 36, 27 over here on the left, the 10-month moving average, and the 20-month moving average here in red at 20, 27. They're just a little about 11 points away. They're very likely to cross this month or next month. I mean, they're very, very likely to cross. And you can see what happened afterwards when they crossed here in 2008 into 2009. You went down, you come back up, you back tested it, and you crashed. Same thing here. You went down, you come back up, you back tested it, and you crashed. Same thing should happen here, folks. We should be going down, and we should come back up and back test it at some point, probably in that May to August period, and crash. It's it's kind of a no-brainer there. I mean, unless they can somehow miraculously turn this back up where it doesn't cross, which I don't see how they can do that when they keep talking about raising interest rates. They've already raised them once. They don't talk about QE, nothing like that. So what bullets do they have left? Same thing for the rate of change. Once we went negative here, you seen the top of the market and it rolled over. Went negative here, seen the top of the market, rolled over. And we're negative here right now. Everything says it's going down. Same thing up here for the MACDs on the cross. As you can see, they once the gap widened, they started falling hard. They just kept falling. Same thing here, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now in 2016. And then up here at the top, you also see the RSI now is below 50, setting at 47.90. And that same thing happened right back here when you're seeing the 2008 crash and the 2000, 2001 top, the crash on that as well. Scrolling on down here, you can see the full stochastics as well. It had that peak up here, and then it came back down. That was the peak where we had this final move up. In Elliott wave terms, people, good Elliott wave people like Tony Caldera are calling this a fifth wave up, and it was a failed fifth wave. Generally, a fifth wave is a short wave, and it goes up and goes slightly higher than the third wave, which started back down here in the ritual number of 1074, the low, which again, 7 plus 4 is 11. So that's 111. And that happened back in 2011. You had primary wave 3 up, lasted 4 years. And you had primary wave 2 right here. It went down into 2011. That was primary wave 2. And then, of course, primary wave 1 started at the 666 low. And you only have 5 primary waves up in this big cycle wave. And then you go down again in a 3-wave pattern, an ABC. And it looks to me like if this is a failed fifth and they don't somehow magically make a new high, then we are going to roll over and start the cycle wave down, an ABC, which could wipe out 50 to 80%. It generally 50%, but some people say as much as 80%. So obviously logical target for the first area is these prior supports, which you should find support there at these prior levels here. Okay, enough of that chart. Let's look at other reasons as to why this should happen. And that is the link to the presidential cycles. In 2000, we were ending an 8-year term of President Clinton from 1992 to 2000. What happened afterwards? They crashed the market. In 2008, they were ending an 8-year cycle of George Bush. And what happens? They crashed the market. They actually started it the last year Bush was in, and ended it the first year of the new president in 2009. With Clinton, they actually started it the year after, in 2001, when the new president came in, and crashed it then. You know, the 2001 crash from 9/11 and etc. So where are we at today? We are again 8-year term cycle with Obama, and he will leave office this year, 2016. 2017, we got a new president in. Stands to reason, again, with the charts the way they look, with the presidential cycle, the link there, everything says we should crash this year and next year, simply for these same political reasons that they've been doing. This is all based on financial gain because the market's rigged, 100% rigged. It always happens around these presidential cycles because it's politics and it's money. So everything says we're going to crash, but there's just no way around it. It's going to be this year, next year, and probably into 2018 before it actually bottoms. There's other reasons to expect it as well. You know, you could look at the baby boomers retiring. I talk about this in the post, and they're downsizing their homes, but we still haven't got through all that glutton of homes that were built in the 2002, 2007 run up. So there's just no reason to expect them not to crash this. Okay? It's my thoughts. It's a post I may be doing another month or two, but in the meantime, do go down here and comment down here. You can still use Discuss. You can now use Facebook, Twitter, or Google to comment as well, but they don't all show up in one feed. They actually just show up under each individual one. So, but I'll obviously get an email if you use Discuss or Facebook or Twitter and whatever. I'll get an email on it. And that is it, gang. It's been a long time since I did a post. I hope everyone takes the time to join me in the chat room and to comment on this blog post. And I will, again, tell you the fake print low in the chat room if you join. And if you don't, well, you know, you're missing out. You're missing out. I'm doing it for free for now, as I said, but at some point in the future, I will charge for it. I have to. It costs me money. Yeah, but you know that could be a month or two down the road. So, okay, I think I've covered everything, guys. I can't think of anything else. So, until then, give me your thoughts. Go out and watch the movie, The Fifth Wave, and see if you can find some code in it. Post it down below, and hopefully I'll see all of you guys in the chat room. Thanks again, guys. See ya.